Atamiscato and adventurers, greetings. I'm Todd Lyons, and today I thought we would have a quick look at a project I've been looking at for about 6 months. And it endeavors to be a D&D Beyond type tool for the basic fantasy role-playing game system, which I think is amazing. So even though it's pretty early in its development, it's at the point now where it's ready to almost have a version 2.0. So and I was hoping that would come out by the time I needed to record this, but at this point I've run out of content. Well, almost. And I need to look at this today because anyway. So the first thing you can do is go to CODEX.QUEST, and you can use a Google login should you wish. But in some recent versions, there's also been the ability to have a login just with a standard email address. So that's what I have been doing, and you can see. There is one character here, because this is my second attempt to do a video today. I'm having weird audio synchronization problems with my computer, so yeah. It's a kind of an amateurish production, and I don't have state-of-the-art equipment, and this is why you have weird noises with audio dropping out and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, but I figure because you and I are friends and you're of the forgiving sort that, yeah, you're along for the ride. So I'm going to try again today and see if this works out better this time. So what I like about the initial landing page there was the first time you log in, all you'll see is just that create a character button. So you know absolutely where to start, what to do. So here we are here with the roll all abilities button, and there's nothing populated here because I haven't done anything yet. So if I click that button, I have, okay, so this looks like a fairly average character. And what I've learned from Chris is that generally if you have a character that has a plus as far as the sums or the modifiers there, that's probably a workable character. With 2 +1s and 2 -1s, this is neutral. So, I could go with that, or I could do what I'm going to do now, which is to press the roll all abilities button again and try again. So, and I have exactly the same result, 2 +1s and 1 -2. So, depending on which direction you go in, it's not necessarily a bad thing to have a low score. And you know what? Low abilities can really feed into your characters, the way that you choose to portray them as far as giving them personality. And I think I like having a low wisdom character because, yeah, my tendency sometimes is to too often inject too much of myself into the characters that I play, which really is kind of a cheat, or it's a easy way to do role playing where the character isn't really the character. The character is you playing the role of a whatever. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go with this. And I'm going to have to remind myself that although I have average intelligence with 12, because 12 is right in the sweet spot of average, I am not very wise. So I don't have a lot of experience. Maybe this is a young character. Maybe it's a character that fails to learn from past mistakes. I can figure that out as I go along. So we're going to embrace the 5. So what's different about this than the last time that I looked at it? And yeah, I've been looking at this on and off for about the past 6 months. Is that it now has a greatly expanded content as far as having embraced a bunch of supplements. So I can see for sure that you can tell from the the bold-faced text here, which are the default characters that come in the core rules of the basic fantasy role-playing game system. But there's also ones here which obviously have been pulled from supplements, which are available from our downloads, our which section? Showcase. The showcase section, possibly downloads. Honestly, I'm not even sure where some of these things are filed, but yeah, I'm guessing that these would be in the showcase section. And there are some lovely ones here, but yeah, I've never played a gnome. I don't think I've ever played a gnome. And I don't even know what some of the implications are of doing some of these. But I don't know. I don't feel like the character is beefy enough to be half orc or half ogre. So maybe a half elf character? I don't know. And this is great. So as soon as you click on something, it actually pops up some information. So even if you come into this knowing nothing about the races or about RPGs at all, it's already holding your hand a little bit and having some pop-up information. And I also see this BFRPG character race documentation. So if I click on that, okay, so it takes us right to the system reference document, SRD, and drops us right in the correct chapter where we could read more about in depth, more than what you can fit in this little box over here. So do I really want to do a half-elf? What's a Chelonian? Reptilian humanoids, bearing some semblance to turtles. Could I get behind playing a turtle character? Possibly not. Canine. Dog-like humanoids. Extreme sense of loyalty. Okay, you know what? Minimum constitution of 9, maximum intelligence of 17. I like the idea that I am a young, maybe Labrador Retriever influenced character, which would explain my low wisdom, but, maybe good intelligence and high level of enthusiasm. But what would I be? Cleric, fighter, magic user, thief. Well, I know that I have rescue animals at home, 2 golden retrievers, 2 Labrador retrievers, and they get into all kinds of stuff. And one in particular, first thing in the morning that she wants to do is run and grab a shoe in order to take that outside and use it as a plaything or chew it to bits. So we're going to go with a thief character for my dog-like. All right, so rolling for hit points. It's 1d4 plus 1, because thief, it's not a beefy character. 3, okay, we can go with 3. And now, okay. So this is the first page where it feels like there's an awful lot of stuff here, because not only is that a big block, but there are a lot of drop-down options there. And the first thing that I don't see, which I would like to see to make it a bit friendlier, is a way to equip the character automatically and appropriately in the way that I've done a video. I'll try to remember to link to it above. If I don't, then just tell me in the comments and I will come back and link it correctly. And you can even stick in the time code for me to make it even simpler. For a brand new person who's brand new to role-playing or brand new to characters, or who just doesn't like having to wade through an equipment list this much and know, well, what kinds of things would I need to even start? Or I just want to start a character really fast and I want to do it in 5 minutes, not in 20 minutes. It would be great to have it would be great if it wasn't a Sunday morning and my lips were functioning correctly. It would be nice to be able to do a shortcut, get an equipment pack so that I've got sensible defaults, which is a thing. Sensible defaults, that's why I love the core book of this game system. Everything you need, nothing you don't. But as a person with some abilities, some background, having done this for, since the late 70s, I should be able to do this. Let's start with armor. And at least actually, I've skipped a step. I have no money. Everything is grayed out right now because I failed to notice that there is a roll 3d6 times 10 to generate gold pieces. 140. Oh my gosh. That's a good roll. So I'm going to go all out and get the studded leather armor to make me look studly. I'm sorry. It's Sunday morning. I haven't eaten yet. And there may be some dad jokes ahead. I'm just warning you. Forgive me. All right. What kind of a weapon? Let's see here. My thieves tend to really like, I don't know, maybe daggers for getting in close, but also to try to pick you off from a distance, sort of assassin style. So should we look at a sword or should we look at a dagger? Yeah, I don't know. Long sword. Okay, how about a long sword? I'm not going to dwell too much on stuff. Let's try one of those. Let's try let's look at a bow. So hand crossbow, it's grayed out because it's super expensive. Heavy crossbows, those are too slow. Light crossbow in general. I don't know what a bullet crossbow is, but I know that we're not going to look at any crossbows at all. What we are going to look at is, ordinarily, if I had a meager roll there, I probably wouldn't get the expensive longbow, but that does fit within our budget right now, and I've got 40 left, so well, I'm going to forego a shield, but I probably do need to get some thiefy type things for thiefy type activities. So, let's see here. Other weapons, spears. Armor, swords, bows. Next. Is that all this is, this section? Equipment. Why don't I have... Isn't that like a food section? General equipment. Maybe is it there? Cooking. Tools. Outerwear. Weapons, shields, swords. This is my second time looking at this today, so it shouldn't be as confusing as it is right now. But, okay. So I'm going to do an iron pan, frying pan. Keep it simple. I need a sack of some kind, for sure, to put all of my swag in. So we'll get a large sack. Tools. Will thieves' tools be under here? No, these look like sort of generic tools. I'm going to do a wooden pole, because I'm old school that way. Like my wooden pole. Tack and harness, the outerwear, outfit, class items. This, I think, is what I was looking for, is class items. Thieves, picks, and tools. There we go. That's good. And a quiver to hold my arrows. So this looks like kind of fun stuff, but not necessarily. Well, maybe a mess kit. Okay. Smoking pouch? No, he's not a smoker. Wine skin, water skin, yeah, for sure. Wizard wears, nope. Health. What's under health? Yeah, I don't like it when I click on it. It sort of drops me. I wish that when I open something, it would take me to the top of this list here. Okay, so that's what I expected to happen. I don't know why. Maybe I'd scrolled down too far and it's dropping me to where my arrow was. Bandages, crutches, well, let's hope not. It is a thief, though. Okay, how many things do I have left here? 2.2, so there's not much left. Wow, I've really overspent, I guess. I have to say, though, that perfume soap seems like a good, funny character opportunity there. And maybe not so much for a thief, but if I had a really beefy half-ogre, well, or a half-orc fighter who nonetheless had this desire to take care of himself in an arguably non-masculine way, that seems like an opportunity for good, fun character development and interaction there, where okay, there's some downtime in between adventures, and he decides to sneak off to the river to with his perfume soap, and maybe someone comes down to also have a bath and witnesses this, or maybe it's just the scent of him when he comes back to the party, and people are like, and him being aware that this has maybe been an issue with past adventuring parties, and he's ready, like, what, it's not okay for me to smell good? You want to make an issue out of it? Anyway, I don't have enough for perfume soap, but I'm thankful to whoever put that in there. So name your character. So by default, it puts your email address in there, which is not particularly useful. Maybe that's my browser that's doing that. And in an ideal world, I would have had a second tab open where I have a name generator. Actually, does Basic Fantasy Role-Playing Game have a name? Okay, let's go to the main site here. I know there's a tools page here. Character generator. So there's nothing specific about names. Roll 'em, flip 'em. Let's talk about the roll 'em, flip 'em thing, because that's not built into CODEX.QUEST as far as I can see. But if you have a really awful character that has a lot of minuses, let me see if I can get one here. These are all pretty good so far. So there's a -1, -1. Okay, that's a net positive. Well, let's just see what the effect. There's a strength of 3 there, which is awful. If you use the flip 'em thing, what does that do? So the 13 goes to a 3, and the 16 goes to a 5. Okay. So, okay. Anyway, rather than have to re-roll, I like this flip 'em ability that's built in. Excuse me. That's built into to Chris's tool here. But I really do like this. Actually, what I was looking for over there, let's go back one, was to see if there's any name stuff built in. Sometimes I just randomly bash on the keyboard and I see if there's any decipherable words that come out of the gobbledygook from pounding on the keyboard. Single NPC generator, cleric, go. Okay, so there you go. I know if you do singles or groups for NPCs, that naming is something that Chris has built into there. So I'm going to steal that name and just put it over here. Because it's Sunday morning and I'm tired. There we go. That's it. That is it. You could probably go back at this point and, let's see here, go to character sheet and decide, okay, I like this. I can put in, okay, yeah, his wounded pride. And that happened as a result of, he did get that perfumed soap later, after he got a first payday from one of their trips into the dungeon. And, yeah, there were some insults hurled at him as a result of that. So, but he'll get over it. Okay. So I don't have a picture yet. How do I add a picture? Cheat sheet, virtual dice. Add edit equipment, add custom equipment. So you can come back, write bio and notes and stuff. All right. So the one thing that strikes me as weird is, A, there's no equipment packs. That would be a nice to have for version 3. Or, I don't know, the next major version that comes out. And I guess I expect to be able to easily identify how to put in a picture here, unless that's something that's not built into this, because it is a free product that's hosted by a person doing this on a volunteer basis, not asking for anything. And just having a lot of pictures uploaded may create a lot of traffic, a lot of data, a lot of storage problems. So, but I like the way that this looks, and I'm anxious to see what version 2.0 brings. So, anyway, Kikichi na nas komitanawa. I'm grateful. Thank you for coming along today. Until next time.